What's going on, guys? Cyn for the win here. We are back with our franchise mode at the Vancouver Canucks. Just won the Stanley Cup. Is at long last, but we earned it, man. So we got we definitely got some retirements. Malkin, Kane, and Delorier have all called it quits. Look at the careers they've had, though. My goodness, Malkin over point a game player throughout his career. Patrick Kane just under a point a game player for his career. Wow, though. Malkin, though. That is ridiculous. Oh, man. But good on them both. I don't think I have any goalie retirements. Nope. So Stamkos has decided to stick around. So we could re-sign Stamkos. That's always a possibility. But we'll have to see what we're working with here. But yeah, we'll check out all the retirements. Jonathan Taves on Pittsburgh, apparently, retires. Giroux is on Chicago. Everly on Florida. Lucic in St. Louis. Couture. Ooh, my goodness. We're getting to that area, huh? Where Couture is... Oshie's retiring all these guys. All right. So there we have it. We'll show them all. Tommy Wingles. All right. So there's all the main guys basically retiring. Goalies. We should have a pretty good draft this year with those retirements. I'm thinking, at least. We should have a really... Not really good draft, but at least a pretty good draft. Carey Price retires as well. Tuukka Rask gone. Bishop gone. Oh, my goodness. Yep, we got some retirements. All right, so it could be a pretty strong draft year here. And that's good news for us, because we did get a couple extra picks. Unfortunately, neither of them are on top areas. We couldn't get Montreal's pick, and all we have is Chicago's, who somehow made the playoffs by the skin of their teeth. Got knocked out in the first round, so the pick will be slightly better, but it's still not as much as I thought it would be. With freaking Chicago being the way they looked, they were bad. But yeah, apparently they did some stuff and made the playoffs. Okay, so draft time. Now we're going to check out who's here. And maybe if we can move up, because we do have 2 firsts. All right, so guaranteed elite, a couple guaranteed elite snipers. I feel like we would maybe want this guaranteed defenseman. We know nothing about him, but we know he's in the top 5. That would be hard to get, though. If we could get up to the top 5, though, it could work. So I'm not too sure. Like, would anyone want to give away a pick from up here? That's the big question. Would any of these guys want to give up a pick? And then we could try to maybe, okay, Carolina wants to give up the 1st overall. And we could do that, and then I could let EA pick a guy for me to pick, like, the best guy. Because usually, as I learned last night on the stream, they do a pretty good job of picking up the first guy. So if we could get this 1st overall, maybe that's what we do. Maybe that's what we do. We figure out we can try to get the best guy here. So they don't want... Well, maybe we could just throw in a bunch of seconds. We could throw in Montreal's second. Yeah, we could throw in a bunch of seconds here. Let's see. Let's see if we could just get away with doing a bunch of seconds and a later first. I say yes, that is very possible. What if we kept the first 2? I don't think that goes through. I don't think that would go through, but I could try some later picks. We actually, yeah, all we come down to is the 4ths and stuff after that. Okay, so we might have to do that first in there. But I'll try to throw in these bad picks and try to just hold on to all these top things. Okay, I actually can't throw in that 6th as well, so we'll throw in all this. I don't think that'll go through, but we'll try it. 3 seconds into 4th and a 5th. Yeah, not sufficient value. That makes a lot of sense. So, okay, I might have to. It might have to be a 1st then. Unless I could throw in more seconds from, like, later. Which I probably would do, because I'm crazy like that. Yeah, let's throw in some seconds instead. Let's just throw in seconds to get this 1st. Let's try 4 seconds for that now. Not sufficient. Would it take 1 more second or a 3rd or something? I would do it. I would do it. Maybe this 4th. Maybe I can get away with that 4 now. Throw that in there. Would this work? 4 seconds and a 4. I doubt it, but we're going to try to not give up a 1st for this. Too far off. All right, remove the 4. 1 more 3rd or another 3rd or a 2nd from the years in the future here. Let's see. 3rd from here. 3rd from 3rd from 2030 we'll try first before the 2nd. We'll try the 3rd. I will give all the... It could be an incredibly strong draft here. Sweeten the value just a touch. Okay, wait a minute. Shoot. And the sweeten the value just a touch, in which case I could throw in the second from that year, but that's actually more value, and I can pick up something else back from him from this year. Yeah, if that's I sweeten the value just a touch, right? So I should be able to take back something from this year, maybe. Like maybe not the third from this year. That's a lot of value on it, but I'll try. It was just a touch. Depends on the value. Let's see. No, I think that's too much there. So I did sweeten the value just a touch. I want something else from them. Can we get a pick from next year? They do want to. Okay, that third from next year has less value. We could get that from next year and use that to trade if we want. There we go. Holy crap! We got a first overall pick for a bunch of seconds. That's pretty ridiculous. So that's that. And now we have a first overall pick, as well as 2 later firsts, which we could still use to trade up if we want to. Yeah, we still have the 30th overall, as well as the 21st overall. So we can still use those to trade up if we want to. Oh my goodness. Okay, so what I could do is usually in this situation, let the computers decide if you don't know, and you have some guys scouted, sure, but if you want to be sure that you get the best player, usually you can let the computer decide. So we'll do that in this case. And we get a sniper, wild, elite sniper. Let's see how good he is. I'll see how good he is. We do have a couple snipers, but it's always, it's always good to have multiple guys. So let's check out this guy. And again, we can always trade up for another guy. I almost kind of want that offensive defenseman as well, so I might just blind pick him like at second overall if I could trade up for that. But let's see, where's he at? Where's this wild guy? There he is. Holy crap, 77 overall at 18. He's almost NHL ready. Oh yes, EA. So that's a tip I learned last night. If you're unsure about what to get and you get a first overall, oftentimes let the computer do it because they're apparently really good. We just got an 18-year-old at 77 overall. He's basically NHL ready. That's an insane pickup. So we got that. Our rebuild is, it's a retool basically, but we don't even need a retool. It's hilarious. Okay, so Calgary second overall. Do they want to give up this pick? Can we get the second overall? I want that offensive defenseman. They don't want to give up that. Okay, so I might have to wait till later, unless I can get a third overall or something like that. I can get a third overall. So in this case, I would use our later first to trade up for this guy. Quality over quantity at this point, definitely. So we'll do this and see if they probably don't want the picks, but I could probably still get it. So we'll throw these 2 in. We can still have a 4, 5, and a 6 for more value if needed. That's not quite enough, I don't think, but we'll try it anyway. These 2 later first for the third overall. It might be smarter. Yeah, hold on. It might be smarter to wait, because if that offensive defenseman goes right here, then I don't want to pick him up, you know what I mean? Like, or I don't want to make the trade. Although it's still, it's still great players in here. It's just I would prefer the defenseman since we are going to need to build a defensive core again with some of these top guys. And he's really the only defenseman besides this guy in the top 10, but yeah. Okay, let me sim a pick and see who goes, and then if not, we can always try to trade for the guy himself. But if he goes right here, that's tough. Yeah, I had a feeling. I really had a feeling, and it's going to be really hard to get that guy. Well, let's check him out. Yeah, I had a feeling he would go. Damn it. I couldn't have really traded for that. That was a lot of value, and they didn't want to give up that pick. So let's see how good the guy is. Maybe we could trade for him, the guy itself. If not, we could always get a sniper. We could always pick that sniper and use him to trade up. Makinen, 74 at 19. Yeah, he's actually really good too with the elite potential. 74 at 19. It's not as good because he is already 19, but it is pretty good. And it's obtainable with the value. It is attainable. Could I get this? Could I draft and trade for this guy? You know what? I could maybe move up for the third with my 2 picks and then trade that for this and maybe get something else out of it as well. Maybe turn in. I could. Oh yeah. If I can get a second off of him too. If I'm able to trade up. If not that, they probably want our 2 first. Yes, they do. They probably do want our 2 first because they seem like a team that wants high draft picks. Throw those 2 in there. I might not even need to throw both of them there. Take out Chicago's. I could. That's too much at that point. Yeah, I couldn't throw in the trash picks and get that. Yeah, no. I was trying to see if I could wheel and deal it, but no. I'll throw these back in there. Okay, and Okay, and then I'll try to also, yeah, they don't want to give up their second, but I could try to get it in this deal. It's going to be a really good pick. We're only going to be moving back a couple slots, you know what I mean? So we're still getting Mackin in here, who could really help us out. Let me actually see how good he is. Can I click on him from here? Probably not. Okay, before I make a trade, I'm going to see what his stats are as well, and not just, like, trade right now immediately. Let's just see what his stats are before I commit to that. But this is the only really good defenseman in there, and I would want to go for him. Definitely, I think. So, let's see his stats and stuff. How does it look like he'll grow? Because 74, although he is already 19, his offensive awareness is really good. Defensively, you know what? His stick checking's off the charts, but his defensive awareness and shot blocking are on the low side. But they should grow relatively evenly after that. He does look pretty good, guys. I'm thinking I should pull the trigger on that. Really hard shot. Decently accurate as well. His offensive categories are going to be really good. Discipline is a bit on the lower side, but it's definitely attainable. And when you consider what we already have quite a few forwards. We do have quite a few forward prospects. I mean, you think about Letang, Varlamov, all those other guys. We don't have a really, really good defensive prospect. We have a couple, but no one really outstanding. Like, when you check it out, it's going a bit slow. But, yeah, we still got Ulevy. He's entering his prime. That's pretty much it, you know. We got this Holtby guy coming up. He could be okay. Coop as well could be good. Stoll, you know, he's going to be a top 6 guy, but we don't really have any really good top guys coming through. And we're going to have guys leaving in a couple years, you know. Good Branson as well. And he's actually dropped off the table, too, so he might decline immediately. So we got to hope for some, we're going to have a turnover here. So I definitely think we need this guy. I really do. When you look, you compare it to our forward prospect pool, there's no contest. I mean, we got Wild now, then we still got Varlamov, Gagliardi, Letang. Yeah, we have great prospects for the forward end. We need this defenseman. We're going for it. I'm going to go for it. I think he could be amazing. I mean, he's already 74. Sure, he's 19, but I'm liking it. I am really liking it. So let's get him. This is a strong draft. Might as well pick these guys up. Okay, let's throw him back in there. Makinen. It's low enough trade value that I can get away with it too. So we'll do that and then try to pick up, yeah, that second in there. So 2 first, drop back for the second and try to get Makinen. Not sufficient at all, so I can throw in more picks here. I could give up on the second idea and just try to get a third or something like that. I would rather try to hold on to it, so I'll throw in some trash picks from this draft. I don't think we need too many more role players. We have quite a few. And we got our role playing pretty sorted with Sarenheim, Gionta, those guys who didn't really pan out, but they're actually really good role players. Let's throw in some of these trash picks and see how close we can get. Not sufficient at all. Okay, I don't even think if I throw in the fourth that works, so I might have to drop back for that third. And even then, if they don't want to give it Makinen, it's going to be really hard. But I want this guy. He's really good. Value not sufficient. Okay. So let's change the second to a third or something. Or maybe even a second from next year. We could also do that. It's still a lot of value. Yeah, that's still quite a bit of value. And they don't want to give it up. So I might have to settle for the third. The second from next year still has almost the same value, but I'll try it. I'll try it anyway. I don't think it works. Yeah, I don't think so. So I'll probably have to settle for a third here, but I think I can get that straight up without having to throw in later picks. So we'll try to get this third. That could maybe turn into a decent guy. So we'll get Makinen into the third for 2 firsts. I still think that's a great deal. These firsts may not turn out to be much. They could be top 6 guys, but we have plenty of those. There we go. Okay, so I knew that would go through. Maybe could have got a fourth as well, but who cares, man? We just got Makinen. We have a new defensive prospect. Plus, we just got this guy, Wild, 77 overall. Now, I want to kind of see how these other players are panning out. So that's the playmaker Aronson on the Winnipeg Jets. I want to see how good he is, just to see the overall wise if we really got the best guy here, because I really think we did. That Aronson, I mean, how good can he be overall right now? We'll see. We'll see how good he could be. I don't even, where is he? Aronson, 74-18. Yeah, actually, it's still pretty good, 74-18. But our guy is also, you know, our guy's 77-18. So, yeah, definitely some guys who jumped in here who are really good. Yeah, there's some good guys in here. All right, that Spurgeon sniper guy on the Lightning. Let's see how good he was. This is the other sniper that we could have gotten. We had them both scouted. But I really think we got the... Unless this guy's like 80-something overall, which would be bad, but whatever. Who cares, man? Let the computers decide. They're usually right at the end of the day. Spurgeon, yeah. Okay, yeah, dropped off right there. 60 at 18. He's going to take a while to develop. So we definitely got the right guy. Sweetness. And we could check the one more guy from the top 5, I think. I think it's a goalie. No, it's another sniper. Conley on Montreal. Yeah, we could have had that pick if we... And when we were trying to get Malkin, we were trying to get that first pick. It could have been a top 5 for us, but yeah. We'll see. Okay. Let's see. Where is he at? Right wing sniper Conley. 70. Oh, he's actually better than the other guy. 72 at 18. So, bad pick by the Lightning there. Good pick for Montreal. I'm still extremely happy with the guy we got, though. He's tremendous. Okay, so I just wanted to see the top 5 for the most part. Let's time to sim up to our picks here. Yeah, I think we got we don't have seconds anymore, obviously, but we have a third, and then we have some later picks. We could pick up some potential role players, so that's good for us. And it's good that we picked a left winger too, because we're actually pretty short on him if you look at below. So Wild should be a good guy for us. Wow, I can't believe he's pretty much NHL ready. I bet he could be NHL ready by the time we get through the free agency and stuff like that. Okay, so there's some top 9s in here, top 6s for defensemen. Let's see what we can get here in the 3rd round. 5th overall, not bad. Not bad at all. Bottom 6, but he's probably going to be a top 9. Yeah, when he's green bottom 6, most likely a top 9. 2-way forward, that looks really good. Let's see how scouted he is. Not that scouted. Power forward, 2-way defenders. I think I prefer this guy. I really do, yeah. So let's pick him up. I don't know what he's like at all, but yeah, I think he could work. Yep, top 9 yellow. I'll see what he is. Downey. That was his name, right? I think. Something Downey. We'll check out what he is just to see how long he's going to take to develop into a nice little role player for us. Come on. Yeah, 61 at 18. He'll take a while to develop for sure, but he's decent enough. Yeah, in that case, maybe I could have auto-drafted, but who knows. Let's sim to the next pick here. See what's around. I doubt it keeps being like that good of a draft, so I might be better off. Sometimes I think I'm better at the later rounds than I am at the early rounds at picking guys, to be honest. I feel like I'm way better at the later rounds, so we'll see. We'll see what's here in the 4th. This is Chicago's 4th, so that's why it's 21st. Okay, well, couple snipers here, playmaker. A top 9 guaranteed. These guys are most likely top 9, even though they're both snipers. Might not be that good, but defensively is where I'd be looking. Center sniper. This guy might be the better option here. Vincent Leclerc. You know what? I'll experiment. Let me experiment here, seeing if the computer knows what it's doing. Let's see who they choose to pick up, and I'll keep an eye on that guy who oops. No, screw it. I'll pick him up now. I'll just pick him up. I think he's good. Leclerc. I think he could work out. Let's pick him. Yeah, he's a top 9 sniper. I just want to see what he is, like, overall-wise and stuff. I'm not going to check him out very in-depth. Actually, I might, because I might be concerned about his defensive stats. Let's see. Top 9 Leclerc. Well, 70 overall at 19. I think that's safe to say that's a very good pick. All right, so let's, yeah, I mean, shoot. He's pretty much AHL ready, depending on when he turns 20. And he has decent defensive stats. Look at that. He has pretty decent defensive stats. Good. So that hits all the marks right there for a potential role player, at least. There we are. Really good news right there. Solid picks. All right. Cool. So now we can go to our next pick, and I might not check these guys as much in depth unless I think I got a gem. But we are getting a lot of top 9 guys here, which is always good news. So now we got the 5th or the 6th? Yeah, the 5th. Okay, it looks like it's dropping into the bottom 6 territory. But maybe we can get... somebody who's listed above that. Not looking like it, to be honest. I can get a grinder, though, here. 6th round grinder. Could turn out... He could be the best one here. Even if he's bottom 6, he's at least a grinder. So those are the guys, your 4th line guys anyway. What happened? Oh, was that... Yeah, that would have been the last pick, huh? What is he? Red bottom 6, so not the greatest, but hey. So do we have a 6 too, or do we give that up for, I can't even remember. We might have the 6s and 7s, but they're going to be really bad picks, so whatever. Some more bottom 6s. If we can get lucky, we can get, yeah, I don't think so. I don't think there's any more top 9s, but I'll look. I'll look around. Goalie, maybe? Perhaps a goalie? Maybe. Or I could sort by league interest here. Defensive defenseman. He could be a 7th. With the green top 4, he's most likely going to be a 7th or an AHL guy. Yeah, most likely. How old is he, though? 18. He is still relatively young. 70 for defensive awareness already. I'll pick him up. Next round, I'll get a goalie, though. He might be... I'm hoping he's at least 70. That's what I'm hoping for out of him. I don't want him to be anything less than that. I hate that you have to do this every time because of damn last picks. HL top 2, so not the greatest there. All right, so I'll just... For this next one, I'll auto draft, actually. I'll just sim the rest of the draft. I don't really care about the 7th round in that case. So, it looks like... Oh, I guess we didn't have it. The Blues had that last pick. I don't even know where our pick was then in that case. Whatever. Maybe we didn't have a 7. All right, yeah, we didn't have a 7. Okay, but we got Wild, and then we traded for Makinen. Then we get picked up Downey, Leclerc, Binnington. Oh, that must have been the 2-way. I don't even remember. Who was that? That must have been the sniper. I can't even remember who that was. Maybe it was the sniper guy. But that was the draft. All right, so now we can re-sign some guys. Now the big question is, do we get back Stamkos? Are we going to need him to spot fill? We could always sign him, and then if we're running out of room, we could trade him. But the thing is, we might have someone to jump onto that first line. You know? Letang, Varlamov, Besser could be second line. It's tough to tell. It's going to be really tough to tell. Yeah, he is still 90 overall. So he's going to be dropping throughout the year. Definitely going to be dropping throughout the year. We have 30 mil of cap space. So that's not the biggest issue. But he's going to want quite a bit of cash even for 1 year. Yep, he is. All right, well, he's our only big signing here. Okay, Granlund also. Elvenes jumped back up to an 83. Damn, man, poor guy. Never breaks out really in any of my things. He's not good enough defensively either. Yeah. All right, Letang. Okay, here's a big test for Letang. 22 at 83. This guy's actually looking more like a bust. Letang is actually looking more like a bust, which is unfortunate. But I had a feeling about that. I kind of was getting that feeling, even though he was really good. Like, the way he was growing was a bit weird, you know? So that sucks, but Gagliardi could be good. So, yeah, a bit unfortunate right there for Letang. I could still sign him for a bit, but that sucks, yeah. Damn, I was hoping he wouldn't bust. I really was. But I kind of had a feeling in the back of my mind that he might, which is really sucky. But we still got Varlamov, who's definitely going to keep getting better. He's going to be an outstanding sniper. We should have that center sniper being really good. So Varlamov is a righty. He's a right winger, but I think he's a lefty. But we can play him on the right wing side if we are getting that other guy to jump up. So Letang might not pan out. I might sign him anyway, just for a minor deal, like nothing too long. He wants 2 years. I could give him a 2-year deal, yeah, but it's not looking like he jumps up too much higher. Could be wrong about that, but we'll give him a 2-year deal. We'll try to get him better. It might not work, but we'll try it. We'll try it anyway. So let me get out the calculator here. 3.35. Okay. Yeah, we can get him for under 3 mil for 2 years, which is really good. Even if we end up trading him, which might be the best option here to trade him. But we'll see. We'll sign him to that. There you are. Good contract for him. Elvenes, Granlund. Yeah, I want Granlund back for sure. He's a great player. He wants, ooh, that's a bit of money. Hold off on that then. Although we probably won't be strapped for cash. Eaton, maybe. Kreider, Bryce Kreider, yeah. You guys will yell at me if I don't get Bryce Kreider back, so gotta get Kreider back. All right, we can get him for a pretty good price here. I want about 1.3-ish, little above 1.35 for a year. Get him. Witherspoon, maybe not. Maybe some of these guys can be gone. Alrighty. Yeah, I think in this case I might want to get Stamkos because I don't think anyone's jumping up on that right wing side now. Sure, Varlamov is technically a right winger, but we might want to keep him on the left wing side for now. We'll see. I think we'll need Stamkos for another year, at least a spot fill. Yeah, 1 year. Okay, let's see what I can get him for. I should be able to get him for a relatively good price. Yeah, like around 8 mil instead of 15. Almost half what he was getting. So, yeah, definitely a better price here. And it's very worth it. So, right here, I can get him for 1 year at that price. Perfect. That'll be good enough. I think we'll need him this year. I don't think we'll be ready for the turnover. At least not for the first line. Besterkin's still hanging in on our second line. He's pretty much our second liner. Varlamov's going to get a huge jump this year, I feel. Or maybe not a huge jump, but a good enough jump. Granlund, I think I want back for 2 years, too. Take him up till he's 34. Yeah, if I move it down to 1 year, it doesn't go up a huge amount, but he's a great player. Even if he only plays fourth line, but still. At this point, you got to consider inflation. So, while 4 mil looks like a lot, that's more like a third line contract at this point. So, right there, I could get him for 2 years. Yep. Granlund, Elvenis, probably not. I could probably start letting guys go. Yeah, I could probably start letting a few guys go. But maybe hold off on that for now. Someone like Eaton, red top 9, power forward. He's okay. Defensive stats aren't the best. But is kind of better than... Oh, yeah, he wants a real deal, though. Hold off on that, then, if he wants a real deal. Khudobin, top 9 guy. I think it's time to let some of these guys go. Yeah. Yeah, I don't think this guy's even good enough for depth. Cullimore. I'll probably let a few of these guys go, man. Yeah, I think so. Because we do have some more guys coming up now. Yeah, we can let Motsko go. He's never panned out to be anything. We weren't even playing him anymore. Alright, we'll hold off on that. Hold on. Goalie situation. Pumanovs and Marmanlands. Okay, so these guys are our NHL guys now. Seabrook, we could start throwing into the AHL. Pumanov, we could let go of Pumanovs, but he is really good for us in the AHL. And this guy, we get out. Honestly, we don't even need these guys coming up anymore. This is like our goaltending duo for years. And Pumanovs can be the injury guy playing in the AHL. Yeah, honestly, I don't even think we need anything that much. So this guy wants 2 years. You know, I'll give you 2 years, Marmanland, because you've been solid for us. Pumanovs, if I'm going to sign him, I have to do 1 year because that's probably the lowest amount I can get him for. Yeah, that's still quite a bit of money. But let's see if I get 2 years. Might actually be better. Let's see. I can get him for 1.5. Just over 1.5. Like that. It's not bad because I'm going to be playing him down anyway. So, yeah, we'll sign him. There you go. Get those 2 guys. I don't need to sign these guys. That's fine. All right. Okay, maybe advance a day. Elvenis. He's like on the brink of being able to be a guy, but like his morale is way high up there right now because he just won the Calder Cup, you know. He does help out the AHL team, but how much? Witherspoon. Yeah, I'm thinking about letting some of these guys go, but I'm not too sure who. We might want to restock on some guys here, some younger guys. All right, defensively, I'm going to see if I can... All right, let's do the count here. 6, and then we'll have this Holtby guy. He's actually jumping up. Could start filling a role for Goodbranson. This guy is AHL. A few AHL guys. I'm just going to do the AHL count now, so like... Yeah, I could actually afford to get rid of some of these guys for sure. Probably both of them. Both Giftopoulos and Deneen. Deneen for sure. Giftopoulos maybe for depth. Because he is decent enough defensively. So maybe him for just depth. I think we should sign Makinen just in case he can play. Yeah, just in case he could play. I don't think he'll be able to play. But just in case, we'll sign him. I want to sign him, definitely. Pody guy can be signed and play AHL. Doubtful he gets that good. And actually, I might actually just hold off on him and release him eventually. Because we already have a 7th D guy who's actually up there in overall. So he's going to actually be used as a 7th D guy. Look at him. He's actually got decent stats. Like, yeah, screw that. I'll hold on to all these other guys. So Coop might actually jump up too. So Giftopoulos, I think for sure I want to get this guy. Even if he's only going to be depth. Sure, he might cost a bit of money for him. But he will be a good asset to have, I think. At least to play AHL. Yeah, so I can get him for a good price here. Right there. Actually, I have to get him right there. 1 year. That's not a big deal. That's no hair off my back, really. So we'll do that. Forwards, I want to sign that Wild guy because he could actually almost play in the NHL immediately, depending on how he jumps. I think this is a guy you sign immediately no matter what. So we're doing that. Max value, get him. Get him signed. Cullimore, probably not. I could probably save some room for some guys, but don't know. Let me advance today, see what we have to work with. Definitely want to see what we have to work with now. Alright, advance a day here. Gammon. Okay, Kreider. Alright, we're getting his name's AJ Wild, too. That's such a badass name. AJ Wild. Yeah, he's pretty badass. Still not as good as Postma, but he's still pretty good. Alrighty. Come on now. Okay. Now, yeah, I need to decide about some AHL stuff. We got 46 guys under contract. So if we want to sign some more guys, make a turnover, that was the time to start doing it. As good as Elvenis is, man, I feel like I need to give up on him at this point. Eaton. Yeah, there's a few of these guys like, okay, I got to see who's going to be here. Okay, there's 12 guys right there. Plus maybe some of these guys. Okay, Alright, I actually might want to sign a couple of them. So I can let go of Cullimore, since I don't think he helps out tremendously. He's got a great shot, but I gotta pick and choose, man. Like, some of these guys have got to go. Yeah, I'm gonna release Eaton, because he's not that great overall. I'm gonna release him. He's okay, but he's not even really a depth player. Elvenis, I'll sign for 1 more year. Yeah, because he's just way too good, and I think he just boosts everyone around him. And even though I have to give him a bit of money and can't get him to a two-way deal here, I actually have to get him $1 million for 1 year. He's one of those guys that are really good. Witherspoon, on the other hand, really good passing, but that's about it. I could probably get some better guys in there. Khudobin, I'll release. Yeah, release Khudobin. Witherspoon, I'm not too sure. Cullimore, I'm not too sure. Hornqvist, I think... Yeah, this guy's not getting much better, so release him. Make some space. And we could find some guys in free agency if we need to. Witherspoon, you know, his passing is really good. He could be a guy to spot fill, if anything. And as power forward, he could play third line. I know it's going to cost a bit of money to sign him, but... Again, when we send him down, it won't be too much. Yeah, so we could sign him. Actually, I have to go there. Sign him into that. Yeah, we still have a bit of money to work with, so it's not a huge deal. Cullimore, I will sign just, and again, maybe just in case. Yeah, he doesn't want much anyway, so it's a two-way deal. I'll sign him just in case. And then we'll still have roster slots. Anyone here? Ebola Rice or Leclerc? They might be NHL or AHLers. American, so yeah, he could be AHL immediately because he is American. So there we go. I could actually sign him probably last year. Bowler Rice and Leclerc was Canadian, so he can hang out. Depending on his age. I think he can still hang out, though. Yeah, I think he'll be able to hang out. All right, so hold off on that. Nicolishin, I don't even think this guy's really good enough to bother with. Although his defensive stats are really even. I'll give him a shot. We'll see. Again, we can make some space. All right, we've already made a bit of space. These two guys, no, none of these guys. Yeah, we'll do that. Goalies. No, I don't think so. Let me advance a day, and then we'll decide what else. What else we got here? All right, come on. Advance a day. We should get everyone. I don't think anyone should hold out. Yeah. Here we are. All those guys. Lucas Elvenis resigned. Yep, people gaining morale. He's a great guy. Okay. 45, so we have 5 roster slots. That's a decent amount to head into free agency with. And I think that's it, right? Yeah, okay. I could check out. If I want to sign Leclerc, just in case. And I think I will, just to be safe. I don't think he's going to turn, 20. But it might be a good idea just in case to do it, yeah. Because we have the roster slots. Just in case we'll do it. And then we'll still have a decent amount of space. These guys don't matter. Yeah, they're all good. We don't need to assign any of them to play them immediately. So we'll do that. We'll still have a couple roster slots. Pick and choose some guys in free agency. There's only really 1 or 2 quality prospects. So that's the main thing we're going to be looking for. Now, what I am need to be concerned about is our defensive core for this year. The turnover might not work that great this year. So we'll sim up to free agency here. I think that's everything. Sim up the free agency. And, yeah, because if Goodbranson's definitely going to decline. That's a no-brainer. He could play him in the top 6, but he might just keep declining. We have 13 mil cap space. There's Justin Falk, Victor Hedman. So some guys, but again, we don't need older guys that, well, we could to fill in roles. We could. Wow, Yulson actually got 86. What? I never got Yulson to 86. 28, 86. His defensive stats actually didn't get that great in this one, but his offensive stats did. That's interesting. Usually don't see that. But yeah, there's a couple defensemen there. Well, if we wanted to go for another, cup... Justin Falk's asking for 7 years at age 33. Shea Weber. Oh, why am I going to goalies? We don't need goalies. I have no clue why I went to goalies right there. Sorry. I was trying to check out prospects, and I did that for some reason. So there are some guys in there. I don't know if we need any of them. I'll check out our contracts and stuff, see what we're going to be working with. Good. Oh, okay. Sorry. You guys see the name, Tammer. But it's completely not. Okay. I was like, ah. All right. So there's McLeod. Still hasn't been jack crap for anyone. All right. I'm not even seeing any 20-year-olds. 20-year, nope, not good. That's okay, but no, neither. Again, they have to really stand out if I'm gonna go for them. I got limited roster slots. 20 at 70. None of those stand out still. 73 at okay. That guy maybe Funk. Got to have the Funk. Rodney Funk. That's a cool name, too. Rodney Funk. Possible. Yeah, that's really the only one I'm seeing. 73 with the red. Yeah, that's the only one worth really looking at right now. Some defensemen in here, but not the greatest. Let me just see if there's any defensive prospects that I skipped over because I was going too fast. Top 4, nope. Maybe Yoansu. He's okay. McCabe. Probably prefer the Yoansu guy. Holy crap, this guy. To that. See, that's why I do it. Oh my goodness. Yep, this guy. This guy for sure. So remind me about this Parse guy, defensive Parse, and then we'll probably pick up that red top 9 guy at the forward end. But yeah, that's it right here. That's the guys right there. Those are the 2 guys we need to sign. My goodness. Yeah, 79 at 20. Yeah, that's it right there. Yep. Okay, so 79-20. He could be a guy who breaks out too, but he's already close enough to top 6 to be worth it, even if he doesn't break out. So that's good. And let me just check over contracts to see if we will need to pick up one of those top dollar defensemen. If we do it, we can only get him for 1 year because remember, next year we're probably going to have some guys to sign. Stamkos may be out of here, sure, but we are going to have some bigger contracts, I think. Yeah. Well, hold on. Let's just sort by the overalls here. So Stamkos might not matter. Levy, he matters. Besser matters. Goodbranson probably won't matter. We actually might trade him. Although, yeah, his potential dropped pretty quick. He's going to start declining this year, unfortunately. Meyer, Saranheim. Actually, not as many big ones as I thought. Yeah, in the elite side of things either. I don't think we have any major ones. I have to go in the system. That's why. Okay. Actually, the only major one's Varlamov. Okay, Varlamov will be a big one. That will be quite a big one. So Mock. Ooh, okay. Okay. Well, we could go for him. You guys let me know about that. I'm not too sure. But when you look at our defensive situation, we still got, Hamilton, Hutton. Then we have Levy. If Goodbranson drops off, yeah, maybe we want someone to pair with Levy for the time being until we can get these guys up. The thing is, Stoles is a good top 6 guy. Holtby might jump. Coop might jump. These guys are 2 guys we're trying to train up for possible Goodbranson replacements. We got to see what they jump to. And in that case, if they do, then someone's got to move out, which is maybe Tramkin, Stoll. So maybe we just kind of let Goodbranson fall off or trade him right now, and then kind of let guys fill in the roles naturally instead of signing someone. Because if we did sign someone, we would take away ice time from Stoll, who's pretty freaking good, or Tramkin, who's been with us for a while. So I'm not too sure. You guys have to let me know about that. I'm a little torn on that. But that's what we're looking at right now. Free agency will be in the next one. That was a very strong draft. Incredibly strong draft for us. We got 2 stellar guys to help us out. So the retool is going smoothly. We won the cup with the veterans. They retire. In come the young guns, and we should be able to build back into that, maybe get ourselves a dynasty going in the next couple years. But there's a big youth movement going to happen in Vancouver this year. So, all right, let me know about those possible free agency stuff. And, yeah, I will see you guys in the next one.